I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story.
She's going to be safe with the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
So, over the years, obviously, Hollywood has had a bunch of actors and actresses who have been very strongly disliked, whether they deserved it or not.
What happens when Hollywood's newest darling makes enemies faster than fans? Rachel Zegler's career was skyrocketing until her past behavior came back to bite her. Is this the beginning of the end, or can she stage the ultimate comeback? Let's break down the shocking revelations and where they've left her now. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. How does someone like Rachel Zegler, who seemed to have everything going for her, become the center of public outrage?
But a lot of Rachel Zegler's initial stupidity really could have just been chalked up to being a young person and growing up in a very, very politically polarized period of time. And before long, her trashing the original pieces of the adaptations that she was performing in became kind of common.
She didn't just step into the spotlight, she cannonballed into it. With West Side Story, she wasn't just introduced to Hollywood, she was immediately crowned its new It Girl. And when she landed the role of Snow White, it felt like her rise was unstoppable. But you know what they say about the higher you climb, right? Turns out, Zegler's biggest problem isn't her talent, it's her attitude. Or at least, that's what the internet seems to think. Let's address the elephant in the room, the string of incidents that have people turning on her now.
For a very long time, it seems that nobody has quite captured the public's disdain like our girl, Rachel Zegler.
Weird.
Her disrespect towards the original animated Snow White film, and the many comments that made people very upset and basically put her on.
Digging through Zegler's recent interviews and old social media activity, critics have pointed out instances of arrogance, dismissive comments, and moments where she painted herself as the misunderstood victim. One clip from a press interview made the rounds on TikTok, where her tone came off as, let's just say, less Snow White and more sneering stepsister. It rubbed people the wrong way, especially when she joked about the original Disney classic being outdated and weird. Cue the wave of hashtags like #NotMySnowWhite, but it didn't stop there. Old tweets have also been weaponized online, with users accusing her of hypocrisy for statements that now feel tone-deaf or preachy.
Zegler made a post on Instagram saying, "F Donald Trump, and may Trump supporters and Trump himself never know peace."
Come on. Go vote blue. And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. Our rights are on the line, folks. Our reproductive rights.
Those same users gleefully dissect them in viral TikTok videos, complete with dramatic captions like, "Girl, what are you doing?" And honestly, when thousands of strangers are analyzing every word you've ever said, it's like throwing gasoline on the fire. Social media has clearly amplified the backlash in a way we haven't seen for previous stars. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, even Reddit have turned Zegler's controversies into trending drama. Fans are split, some defending her as the victim of unfair scrutiny, others claiming her own actions are to blame. The headlines aren't helping either, with her name now popping up in discussions about Disney's casting problems. But here's the question. Is this genuinely career-ending behavior, or just another internet pile-on that will fade by next week?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story.
She's going to be safe with the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
With a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
That question might not be as simple as it sounds. With the backlash spiraling, it's fair to wonder, can Rachel Zegler come back from this? Because right now, we're watching a career that seemed like a fairy tale suddenly teeter on the edge of collapse, almost overnight, whispers about strained relationships within Hollywood started surfacing. Industry insiders are allegedly questioning whether casting her as Snow White was the right move, especially as Disney struggles to keep its live-action remakes relevant. Rumors of canceled or paused projects aren't confirmed, but they're floating. And you know the rule: where there's smoke, people assume fire. What makes this so much trickier for Zegler is Hollywood's track record with cancel culture. It's a machine, unforgiving and unpredictable. Some stars bounce back stronger while others just disappear. Take Johnny Depp. After years of legal and public battles, he had a redemption arc, partly because of his decades-long fan base. But then there's someone like Armie Hammer, who crumbled under scandals. Whether a star gets a second chance often depends on timing, public sympathy, and how they respond. And Zegler? Her response has been a mixed bag. Apologies here, seeming defiance there, and moments of awkward silence in between.
So, over the years, obviously, Hollywood has had a bunch of actors and actresses who have been very strongly disliked, whether they deserved it or not. Fancy marketing and basically begged fans to like both Rachel Zegler and the Snow White film. People just didn't.
Instead of extinguishing the flames, it's made some people interpret her as dismissive or hard to root for. Not great when your whole image is linked to being relatable and fresh-faced. To make matters worse, Disney's already under fire for its recent output, and now Zegler's caught in the crosshairs of an audience that's just fed up. Is she being used as a scapegoat for their larger problems? Possibly. Whether fans hate her, Disney, or just the whole live-action trend, she's now become the lightning rod for everyone's frustrations. But all's not lost yet. Some loyal fans still defend her, arguing that the criticisms are overblown internet drama. And despite the noise, Zegler's youth and talent might give her room for a comeback. The real question is, will Hollywood and the public give her space to write a redemption story? Or is this game over? Hollywood loves a good redemption story, but only if the star plays along. Rachel Zegler is standing at a crossroads right now, where every statement, every move, carries the weight of her future. The audience always decides. Ignore them, mock their love for classics, and they don't riot. They just stop showing up. That's exactly the warning Zegler may need to hear if she wants to repair her image. So, what do you think? Can she flip the script and win back the public? Or is this a career-writing disaster? Let us know in the comments below. One thing's for sure, the drama's far from over.